again. Hey everybody, my name is Justin. You're on Fast Entrepreneur. Got something a little different for y'all today. I want to do a kind of a quick rundown review of searching for a new laptop computer. So let me give you the backdrop. Obviously, nothing I say, financial advice, health advice, shopping advice, whatever, do your own research. But here's what happened. I was using a laptop for quite a while, but it was like 15 years old now, and I was having some issues, loading certain web pages, certain browsers, were extinct, if you will, for all intents and purposes. They couldn't be upgraded or something like that. It was just slow. So, it just, it was getting annoying. So so what did I do? Well, I actually didn't do anything. I was very blessed. I had gotten a new laptop, from QVC, top of the art, HP, touch screen, you name it. Worked great. But now it's 3 months later. It looks like I'm going to be returning it. And I think what happened was, it wasn't that it didn't work. It worked great. I wish I could have kept it. But the touchpad, right? It was also not only a touchpad that you kind of move your finger like this, but it was also a clicker, right? Didn't have separate buttons to click. And I've noticed that a lot of the newer models, that's just how they come. Well, it started sticking, started getting stuck, and has this happened to you? If it has, write it down in the comments. Tell us that your touchpad's all sticky. And listen, I don't think I spilled any soda or nothing on it. I think I did some research. A lot of people online were also having similar issues. And, so I thought about it and I said, gosh, it's a great gift and I love the computer, but, for all that money, I don't want to have something that's going to be frustrating me and, in the long term. So I said, well, let's see if, we can get a refund. QVC is great, by the way. If you don't shop at QVC, maybe you want to really, really consider it. I was kind of turned on to it, a few years ago. And I tell you, they're like customer service. They're like, oh, yes, sir, yes, ma'am, how can I help you? Oh, sure, we'll ship that right out to you. Oh, sure, full refund, processing it right now. Okay, have a great day. So very easy to use, QVC, but that's beyond the point. It was an HP, it had, I don't do a lot of like photo editing or like super stuff. So, it was a very good processor. It had like a, iCore 5, Intel. It had, the graphics cards. It's good enough, right? Very good. I don't need the, the top for stuff I do. But on this channel, I if you've stuck around, that talk a lot about crypto. And so I thought I'd kind of just tell my thoughts. Like, maybe you're new to crypto and, you're wondering, like, what kind of computer should I need? Can I do crypto on my phone? Here's my take on it, and then I'll tell you what I'm thinking. I'm in the process of what I think I might end up doing. But can you do crypto on your phone? Yes. Is it limited sometimes? Yes. And that's just depending on how far down the rabbit hole of cryptocurrencies you want to go. If you stick with the basics, like the Coinbase or, maybe, KuCoin, or something, just kind of basic exchanges, Uniswap, Coinbase Wallet, you could even Binance Smart Chain Trust Wallet, you could probably do just fine. However, even with the Trust Wallet, took out their browser. So how do you access like PancakeSwap if you don't have a browser in your phone, phone browser? A lot of times they don't connect to apps. They want you to connect to extensions. Anyways, that's just been my 2 cents on that in my experience. MetaMask, yes, MetaMask works on the phone. I've had issues with MetaMask on the phone. It's just, I don't know if it's just slow. And, my phone is pretty new. I think I got like a iPhone SE, it's kind of like the iPhone 8, something like that. I mean, it works great. I don't know why. So maybe there's issues with the app, I'm not sure. But can you do crypto on your phone? Yes. Could you do and take advantage of all of crypto on your phone? Probably not. And so I do think that a PC can definitely be helpful and useful, if you're looking to do some of, like some of the stuff that I talk on the channel. I would say I don't know how you could do, even recently I've been talking a lot about Cosmos, the Cosmos ecosystem, right? And the Kepler wallet. You can get Kepler wallet for mobile, but right now you're still limited. There's only, maybe 10 chains or less that are listed on the Kepler wallet. And as far as I know, I'm not sure how to add a customized chain to the Kepler wallet yet. Maybe I'm just slow. But the Kepler browser extensions on the PCs, it seems like there's a lot more chains you can add, add custom chains, etc. So, okay. And that's just been my experience. So, and I'm sure there's a lot more other, what's the word? There's probably a lot more scenarios or things that I'm not thinking about, right now at the time. But let me tell you where I'm at, what I think I might be doing. So I think I'm going to return this, state-of-the-art, touchpad, because I don't like the sticky button. I'm gonna get annoyed with that sticky button, and if I let it go past the warranty, and then now I'm stuck with it. I'm literally, no pun intended, but I'm stuck with a sticky touchpad button. No. So I went to Walmart just to go look, and what I found was they've got a couple of rows, right? I don't want Chrome Pad, I don't think, because from what I understand, Chrome Pad is not really a computer. You're limited. You might not be able to get certain programs, etc. Now, maybe I'm wrong. I'm not a big Chrome Pad user. I don't need, the other end. I don't need the, state-of-the-art stuff. But when I did walk down, I saw, all of them have that design, that touchpad sticky design, and I'm not sure that's what I'm looking for either. So I went down the rows and I found literally. I'll give you the pros and cons of it, but it was for $329. I was basically trying to talk myself out of it because, I just kept selling myself. I said, hey, this has probably got everything that I'm looking for. Best case, worst case. Well, they give me 30 days to return it, so I figure, hey, worst case, I'll go home, I'll try it. If there's things I don't like about it or just bothers me too much, bring it back and try a new one again. Best case for $329, it's not necessarily breaking the bank. And if it does everything I'm looking for it to do and need it to do, maybe I'll upgrade in the future. But at the pace of technology, right? Moore's Law, like every 18 months, these, processing, power, the speed, all this stuff, is doubling. And so the way I'm looking at it is if I like and I can just do what I'm doing and it's not bothering me, then maybe I'll just use this $329 computer and, no sweat. So haven't done it yet, but that's kind of the goal. And the reason I'm bringing this up is because, listen, if you want to go out and you need something bigger, you got to get some. But for folks on a budget, if you're looking to save some money or, heck, if you're looking to get into crypto and, instead of spending $1,000 on a new computer, maybe you're spending less than $400 on a new computer and you're taking the difference and now you got some play money that that you can explore. Again, always do your own research. This is never financial advice. No. In crypto you can lose it all, so be prepared. But it's a learning experience, and that's the way I view crypto. Is I'm paying my tuition, learning by hopefully earning, and getting an MBA in what I see is probably one of the biggest technological revolutions, at least in our lifetime, and perhaps up to this point. And it's just fascinating, and I like blockchain, I like this Web3 stuff, so that's what I'm gravitating towards. So the computer that I did focus on, here's why I liked it. The pros and the cons. It was an HP, but first off, it had not only a touchpad that you could go like this, right, with your finger, but it also, right underneath it, had the two buttons, the left click and the right click button. Can I get a what? Like real buttons. I'm saying you could actually, it's a button. It's not some, touchpad, screen, blah, blah, blah. No. And so I liked it because the touchpad is a touchpad, the buttons are the buttons. And, listen, if these get stuck, then I don't know what's going. Then I got whole other issues. But so that, I like that. Now, it runs on I think this is a Ryzen processor. I want to think it was a Ryzen 3. I'm not a huge, process, geek, but, I've heard of Ryzen and, I know how the numbers kind of progress. I know this probably isn't the top processor, but for me, hey, if it's got to go fast enough for me to do what I got to do, I could be the judge of that, within the first 30 days, right? I did play around with it in the store. I think it's going to be all right. Maybe it's not quite as fast as, the other computer that I have, but listen, come on. It was barely noticeable. Then, what I also liked about it is, being a new computer, it's got the Windows 10, Windows 11, whatever they're putting on it. It's got, so the nice thing is I don't have to worry about, using that